Yeah, so I decided to treat myself to an early Christmas present. Well, it's not for myself. Anyway, by the way, my name is Seb Luka. Welcome to the Techness Corner. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and or subscribe button. Today we've got ourselves three unboxing videos. And I'll tell you what, all of these items resonated in relation to myself wanting to buy these items. Nothing sponsored here, obviously. And today, in relation to what we're unboxing, is the first item on the cards, which is the PSA1 Plus Rode microphone boom arm. Yeah. Cutting a long story short, we will have in short fashion and available on the Techness Corner as well if you guys are interested, a B20 EPOS microphone, which is the brand that's owned by HyperX, surprisingly, and keeping all things, I guess, audiophile today regarding our unboxings. Obviously, today we're centering on, and this video is the PSA1 Plus for that EPOS style B20. But we've got ourselves a HyperX wireless headset. Why red? I don't know. But, you know, there's only one thing that really was a draw card in relation to this. It wasn't even on special. Well, you guys will have to have a look at the unboxing video specific for the HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless headset. So yeah, we'll pop that back there. And on the other hand, the EPOS B20, I'll tell you guys right now, with a bit of tweaking, this is what we got here. I've actually got it unboxed and ready to rock and roll with. And it's on what is a Braytech or Braytech mic arm. Now, this is a mid-level, I'd say mid-entry-level mic arm that you get yourselves that is approximately 70 Australian dollars at the moment. But that, along with this, that's not the unboxing video of this microphone currently. We've still got that to go because this was on special, and I've migrated away from the Yetis that I used to have from yesteryear. So because this was on special, I decided to purchase it so that we can have dual mics of the same caliber working in unison with one on one side of the room. So this old mic arm, speaking of boom arms, is going to be positioned on that side of a room. And the new PSA1 Plus, which has been out now for about a year's time, is going to be placed here for my conventional using on the general, be it here or be it over here, depending on where I'm looking, or even be it up there, which in relation to the camera on your right. And yeah, I can move it around subsequently exactly where I need it to be. And or if I'm using or gaming over here, depending on what I'm doing and how I've got my audio set up at the time. So yeah. So with that being said, keep an eye out for the EPOS B20 mic. Just a quick throwaway. It's capable of 24 bits transfer, if that makes a difference to anyone, and you know what that means. Usually like the standard is 16 or something. A throwaway with the HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless. Very long battery life. How long is, I'll let you guys, if you guys can't read from there, then check out the unboxing video. Should be due out around the time this video drops on the Techness Corner, guys. So enough said there. Let's get into the PSA1 Plus, which is the Rode microphone boom arm unboxing video today. And just, you know, from my understanding, Rode's been around for a number of years in relation to a mic arm they had, which is the PSA1, I believe. It's really been a pedigree product in the genre and item space for a number of years, up until only recently in the last few years where some competition has come through as studio grade, really decent quality mic arms. A lot of people speak highly of the Rode products. And with that being said, this was on special as well. You can currently pick it up for approximately 165 Australian dollars. I believe otherwise that's approximately 130 US dollars. Unlike this Braytech one, which we have an unboxing on and at the Techness Corner, these are going for about 75 to $80. I'd say 70 to $80 depending on where you look. So 80 to 165, you know, it's double the price. Is it worth double the amount more? Frankly, honestly, I'm not the best of judges, when it comes to this stuff. I'm limited to pretty much this as my only boom arm I've ever owned, apart from a cheap mic stand that you would, a singer and or a cello player, for that matter, may have utilized, or guitar player, may have utilized back in the day. So yeah, enough said, guys. Let's get into the unboxing and see what we got. Alrighty, so here we are. I apologize if one of the camera angles is not the best in relation to my back, and this is another reason I'm getting this mic arm, so that microphones can be set up at both ends, so that when I turn my back to the mic, it's still picking me up in a volumized sound wave as well, especially if I'm doing a video on like a gaming build or something like that, and or just working on a computer of sorts. Much easier than having the mic to the back of me and just not reaching me, essentially. So I apologize for the audio clarity now as I move on. So with that being said, it's got an inspection, a road quality assurance pass, and an inspection by someone, which is interesting. That's cool. It's got a little nibbit here, not stuck down on this side. So we will have to cut the little decal, and I'll just make sure that's through. Okay, so Techness Corner professional unboxing tool of the trade, the transformer knife, in case you are interested. 387 grams of pure and utter mayhem in my hands, guys. Always keep away from children, please. But anyway, so I believe I just push this through like so, and out it comes in another box. What else have we got here? I guess it just pops up like so. We'll have a look at the marketing material on it. PSA, its horizontal reach is 940 millimeters and the vertical reach is 860 millimeters. It's on the larger end of the spectrum. I've noticed that's one thing that attracted me towards it as well. Also, it can handle over 1.2 kilograms of beefy microphone, so that's really cool as well. It's got easy positioning, supposedly parallel movement, low noise operation, clamp or desk insert. And also supposedly it's meant to have a thread adapter, which is really convenient, because if you realize that your mic doesn't fit, you need one of those adapters, the universal adapters, that are very annoying to come by in this day and age, surprisingly. So let's open her up, move that back, and smell it. Smell it, just smell it. I can smell road. I can smell the road. So with that being said, on first glance, as you can see here, it's got a few items which are visible. I don't expect them to move. Hopefully it's not rocket science. If we maneuver this, that comes off like so. There's nothing in there. And what do we have in the box, people? In the box today. Got a Rode PSA1 Plus. It should call it +1, I reckon. I'm just trying to be fragile with it, even though it's meant to be quite beefy. So here we got the clamping mechanism, okay? And it's really beefy and weighted quite heavily. So we'll pull that aside like so. So here's your conventional clamping device. And supposedly this has got a lot of quite large in regards to its spacing for larger tables, or thicker tables, should I say. But we'll just feel that. It's rubbery texture, like a grommet, washer grommet on the bottom side of that. And this part here, complete rubber as well. Although I can feel something underneath here that's not completely level. And with that being said, it's going to go like that on the table. So like so, or if we have a look over here, like so. And this microphone boom arm is plastered with Rode signature everywhere, which is a little annoying, but we will set it up. We're going to have to dismount the Bratek or the Bratek arm, so we'll pop this aside for the time being, ready to rock and roll with. Pull out what is very, very, very heavy. Not that heavy, but it's heavy enough, guys. So on the other hand, we do have like a manual over here, like Rode PSA1 Plus Quick Start Guide. We might have a gander of that. Spring loaded, so make sure it's caution, guys. It is spring loaded, so it's something to watch out for. Also, it does, from my understanding, accommodate for both XLR mics and USB mics, and USB mics have another way of supposedly inserting the mic cable, where it's more user-friendly for USB mics as opposed to being just user-friendly for XLR mics. So that's something to note. We'll work out what that exactly is after the fact, but I'm just going to pull that off like so. Yeah, got here the other part, which is the gasket or the washer slash that you put into for permanent fixture onto a table. You'd have to drill the hole of this size, but with keeping that in mind, it does fit conventional, from my understanding, desk wire cable management holes that you may have already existing. So that's something to consider. Otherwise, this is quite girthy and beefy. It does feel solid metal here. And these seem to be sheathed. I didn't realize they were sheathed. But the annoying part about that is I can see that this is going to have to be released. And it looks like it's slightly bent here, like it needs a, you know. So anyway, we'll remove this part over here, we'll remove that over here, and the only way to get into this, because it's spring loaded, is to rip it, which means we need to get out our knife again. And I'm just going to be sort of super careful because I don't want it just to spring open on me, just smack me in the face. There we go. Now we're in, guys. I'm going to hold it here because this is definitely spring loaded slash I don't know what that exactly means, but we're going to find out. Okay, let's move the knife to the sidey. Interesting. Why has it got sheaths? Like I did not notice this in any of the can you take this off? What happens if you lift it up? Anyway, yeah, so interesting, guys, interesting. I'm just curious whether this is needed. It doesn't look like it's designed to be taken off whatsoever. I'm just curious what's underneath here. I thought it was like a metal. Like I thought that was all metal. Like it was like, because considering the price, I mean, it's a bit more competitive than what it used to be. It used to be like $200 in Australia, this, when it first arrived. But considering the price, like you have to wonder, and that stretches here though. And that stretches here. The Rode PSA1 Plus Professional Studio Arm. We're going to set this up, guys. So in the click of a fingers, we're going to be back. Otherwise, some DCMA approved music for you all to enjoy. I'm going to set up that camera so you guys can see that side a little bit easier as well. Okay, y'all, we got audio back. And how does she look? Well, you guys have to be the judge. Got it over here. And just off the bat, it seems like it seems to be holding its own. But there it is there, guys. Let's go into the back scene. Alrighty. So, yeah, guys, as you can see, we've got that set up there. We've got it set up also, and it does have a longer distance and draw than the Browtech one does. Honestly, for the price, is it worth it? If it's your first one, don't bother. You don't have to spend more than you did for the Browtech one. Otherwise, it seems of decent quality. And I wasn't expecting sleeves. I actually thought this was part of the whole getup, but you know, seems okay. I'm happy with it. It was on special as well, so if it was any higher than that, I would not purchase it. PSA1 Plus or plus one. I like to say PSA plus one, but the one plus microphone boom arm produced by Rode. And yeah, this has been an unboxing for you guys. Thanks for joining us at the Techness Corner, and peace out, y'all. Bye.